Hi, my name is John Jung. I'm the chairman and co-founder of the Intelligent Community Forum. I've been invited to present the Intelligent Community Forum's perspective on artificial intelligence as it applies to supporting safe and secure smart cities. ICF has looked at smart cities for nearly 3 decades from a broader, more holistic lens, which it calls the Intelligent Communities. ICF believes we must look beyond the technology to a human-centric set of designs and applications within an integrated, collaborative, and open community process, which we will address within the scope of this presentation. ICF has always looked at smart infrastructure since it hosted the world's first Smart City Conference in 1995, and it continues to award cities in its Smart 21 awards process. For over 2 decades, ICF developed criteria that expands the concept of smart cities beyond smart city infrastructure to embrace 6 integrated criteria. These 6 integrated criteria include connectivity, skilled workforce, innovation, sustainability, inclusion, and engagement. At closer examination, they start off with a base understanding of the city's smart infrastructure, broadband-enabled and data-analyzed services for the city's mobility, utilities, security, and health systems. Once we have smart infrastructure, we require a smart and talented workforce to meet the needs of the city to create and operate the smart infrastructure and services. These spawn innovation which drives the economy and quality of life of its citizens. These in turn help to protect and sustain the natural and urban ecosystems. The community is now able to grow and must share its digital resources with all its citizens, engaging them fully in the life and vibrancy of the community they created. Local and national leadership and collaboration across all sectors, public, private, institutional, and among all citizens, must advocate and work together to ensure its success. 15 Taiwanese cities have been awarded by ICF over the years as Smart 21 and Top 7 communities, joining nearly 200 communities worldwide in the Intelligent Community movement, including New Taipei City, in 2014, 2015, and 2016. Consequently, I will be discussing this topic from the Intelligent Community lens. Intelligent communities the world over deploy artificial intelligence in support of its smart city infrastructure to support repetitive and often very tedious applications, such as monitoring traffic at intersections, or acquiring and analyzing vast amounts of data in support of health-related decisions or in fighting crime. To begin with, let's look at how AI is deployed in smart city infrastructure, connecting people and data throughout the city. Typically, AI uses cameras and a myriad of sensing devices that they can see, hear, and sense things. Its applications may be LoRa and 5G enabled and supported through machine learning. The first thing people think of as AI is in traffic monitoring at intersections, traffic lights, and the modification of traffic behavior, such as speed management, red light monitoring, and parking. It also supports LED lighting, street systems, accident and emergency monitoring, and data collection for constant improvement to the infrastructure and systems. It also supports cycling systems, including monitoring at intersections and speed control. Similarly, it supports transit systems, monitoring transit infrastructure and its users, scheduling, and information management. Mobility monitoring may also include moving people and goods by trains, ships, and through airports. AI also supports pedestrian-based systems such as at intersections, at entranceways, supporting wheelchairs and access for the blind and hearing impaired, as well as moderating street lighting and providing safety zones and other emergency support for pedestrians. AI is also used in crowd control, policing systems, including enforcement of regulations, monitoring for potential criminal elements through facial recognition, and is also used in cybersecurity and communication systems. AI systems monitor healthy city applications ranging from air quality, noise, areas with a history of crime, and even in predicting pandemics. Smart pole applications, drones, robots, and other innovations are deployed to monitor and instantly analyze data collected from these devices for decision-making response to any situation. So let's take a look at these brief videos.
Artificial intelligence is going to be used in two key places in the smart city of the future. First, artificial intelligence is going to help us actually instrument and measure activity within a city. So people activity, car activity, autonomous machine activity. Once we have all of that measurement data, now we can build artificial intelligence and solutions on top of all that data, or things like being able to simply understand how many people are in a building, for example. Where are parking spots available in a city? Very simple things, but very impactful. Retailers will be able to use artificial intelligence to get more insight as to what are the demographics of the people that are coming into their stores. Where are the people hanging out, in front of which end caps, in front of which products. We can instrument our city streets better. There's an initiative called Vision Zero that intends to reduce traffic fatalities to zero in the next few decades. We will only be able to achieve zero pedestrian fatalities when we can design much safer roadways for our pedestrians and bicyclists and car drivers. Industries that will be using this technology are broad, and they range from industries like law enforcement, commercial security, traffic planning, retailers, building automation companies, parking services. It's incredibly broad. Efficiency and safety are critical to what is a smart city. And I would also say that a city will become smart before it becomes safe.
On your way home, you pass lampposts laden with sensors and HD cameras that monitor and record the world around them 24/7. Air quality and traffic flow data tell you the quickest and cleanest route and alert emergency services to accidents. Your baby stirs, and you're alerted by its smart blanket. Reassured that all is well, child mortality rates are at an all-time low, you go to bed, but the sensors in the street never sleep. They're busy policing antisocial behaviour, identifying people smoking in unauthorised zones, or throwing rubbish from high-rise buildings. Crime rates are negligible.
As you can see, AI adoption is already extensive and growing for safe city monitoring, analysis, and response in terms of things like traffic, especially autonomous vehicles, pedestrian movements, bicycle, parking, transit, trains, subways, airport safety and security, the cruise and ship industry, fire prevention and safety, flooding and water damage, health and dealing with air, sun, noise, and waste pollution, monitoring children and the elderly, home safety such as securing locks, lighting, and timing, security of all kinds, including cybersecurity, crowd control, crime focusing on safety on the street through facial recognition and identification of gunshots, policing, monitoring, and acting on terrorism attacks, and predicting pandemics and climate disasters. I'd like to share some case studies from Icf Communities. For instance, let's take a look at ICF's Smart 21 city of Surat in India and its Safe City project. Surat City is a commercial hub with a population of 4.5 million people and is at the center for India's diamond and textile markets. As such, the city is a high security risk area for potential theft and for crime. To help proactively identify and neutralize such threats, the city administration and police department initiated the Safe City project to increase awareness and security. The crime rate in the city has dropped by 27% after the implementation of AI-based safety measures using a new video-enabled command center. Through its command and control technology, the operators can quickly manage multiple data sources. Surat's Safe City project's main areas of focus are crime prevention and apprehension, active shooter response through gun noise location identification, crowd control, and if necessary, riot and mob control, responding to natural disasters and fires, safety of its citizens at schools, government organizations, and in all forms of transportation, identification of lockdown zones during pandemics. So from an economic development perspective, AI-based safety tools and solutions help to develop secure cities which boost job opportunities, attract investment, and lead an overall economic upturn. The initial phase of the Surat Safe City project consisted of 100 closed-circuit television cameras, but will exceed 5,000 cameras and related sensors by the end of the project. ICF Intelligent Community of the Year, New York City, also demonstrates its progress using AI to support city systems and their citizens. Once known as the murder capital of the United States, New York made substantial inroads in addressing improved public safety standards over the past 20 years. In fact, the city is now ranked as the safest major city in the country by taking a data-driven approach. As such, New York became a pioneer of statistical policing. New York's Hunch Lab, an AI-based predictive crime software solution, has been deployed using data and statistical modeling, including historical crime data, terrain modeling, and time and weather information to instantly correlate where crimes happen within specific locations. These types of approaches are also deployed by New York City's fire department through compiling a list of 60 factors influencing fire risk predictive modeling to target areas most likely to require building safety inspection. Furthermore, New York's Smart City strategy applies a cross-departmental vision, offering a multi-pronged approach for improving public safety, which includes AI. In Toronto, an Intelligent Community of the Year has developed connected street lights on smart poles with optical and microphone sensors, sending analyzed information instantly to public safety officials so that they can respond faster. First responders benefit from low-latency optical sensors around a city to assess situations. Another ICF Community of the Year, Columbus, Ohio, deploys a 5G connected emergency ambulance system that can move freely through the city by connecting to a network communication system with traffic signals as well as with the doctors at hospital trauma centers en route. In Fresno, California, gunshot detectors use digital microphones installed on buildings or along streets that listen specifically for gunshots, providing instantaneous data analysis, providing notification, triangulation of the location shooters, and the direction of the shot and even the data of the type of gun that was used. Barcelona, one of ICF's smart cities, uses sensors to detect the presence of pollution, humidity, temperature, people, and noise. With the understanding that clean cities are safe and secure cities, Barcelona revamped garbage collection by installing smart bins to collect and vacuum up waste into underground storage. It also enables the city to detect waste levels that come from different places and optimize the collection of that waste, decreasing the resources and the time needed for this service. As the effects of climate change are becoming more apparent with the increasing frequency and severity of storms, the world is seeking an energy transition away from traditional fossil fuels towards zero-carbon energy systems. As the chart from the European Economic Community's Green Deal shows, AI and machine learning will be able to help speed up the transition by making better predictions and better decisions about how technology can be used across all city building and operating sectors to reduce the impact of global warming, but also in developing climate financing strategies and government policy development. New Orleans uses its Security Center unified platform to manage both video and automatic license plate recognition cameras, helping to boost efficiency and keep residents and visitors safe when they need to deal with incidents when they are necessary. It also incorporates cameras from private sector buildings to support emergency situations as they occur. Moving beyond smart city infrastructure, AI is used in creating, attracting, and retaining talent and a skilled workforce, necessary to keep a city safe, vibrant, and secure. These are accomplished through development of skill sets needed to collect and analyze data and perform work related to the development of AI systems, training modules, both online and in-person courses, research on developing new safe city applications, including AI and machine learning, training the elderly to use AI-supported tools, walkers, and wheelchairs, training hearing and seeing challenged individuals to use AI-enabled devices, and even training youngsters in AI-enabled devices and systems in a technologically advanced smart city. AI is key to becoming an economic and innovation driver in communities, especially where it is enabled by 5G and supported by machine learning capabilities, while it provides innovation in healthy and safe systems, innovation in cybersecurity, innovation in developing future safety systems of all kinds. Well, many of these new innovations are commercial products and services where AI-based sensors and monitors lead to a robust startup ecosystem. Artificial intelligence-enabled safe and healthy city initiatives help to create a sustainable and resilient community, thereby ensuring a community's long-term safety. These AI-supported initiatives include monitoring of air, water, sanitary systems, waste management, and recycling. They also analyze emergency response requirements from natural and man-made disasters, from viruses to terrorists, and to help to develop strategies for overcoming future challenges. To ensure public involvement and acceptance of strategies using artificial intelligence and controversial community-wide issues, AI-enabled citizen engagement and inclusion techniques and methodologies can be employed. Massive privacy and ethical issues can emerge through collecting data, such as facial recognition, and individuals' movements and activities. International projects have collapsed, such as Toronto's Sidewalk Labs smart city development, which raised serious privacy issues as a result of the data collection that the developers proposed. Understanding and developing strategies that can overcome these challenges will become more important as more AI-related initiatives are deployed in the coming years.
For centuries, cities have been the backdrop of revolutions and evolutions. Yet cities remain humanity's greatest creation and the heart of our shared creativity, innovation, and advancement. Cities are found in every corner of the world and push the forefront of art, culture, technology, and commerce. Cities are not perfect. Their challenges are far-reaching, from sewage to traffic congestion to public safety. In recent years, smart cities have emerged as a remedy for many of these challenges. These smart solutions integrate a variety of emerging technology with traditional infrastructure, providing the city with technologically driven responses. But this technology often tries to solve a problem without truly understanding it. Cities must turn inwards to their own communities to better understand their challenges, and only then to technology if they could truly create meaningful change. It's time to open our eyes to what an ethical smart city can be. The Ethical Smart Cities project aims to provide leaders of small and medium-sized municipalities with a creatively engaging framework to help their communities solve city challenges so they are better served by technology and not controlled by it. Our future is in cities, but human values will always be at their heart.
The Ethical Smart City framework was developed through extensive research and pilots with municipalities in 2020 by the Institute Without Boundaries with the support through Icf Canada. It provides a values-driven framework that facilitates a city's transformation into an ethical smart city by prioritizing the community's needs and values while solving its challenges. Broken into 5 major steps in a set of tools, the Ethical Smart City framework is intended to equip municipalities with an approach and appropriate technologies to address any situation open and ethically. The first step is to know. By knowing, the ethical baseline is established with a shared understanding around the community's aspiration, creating standards to benchmark against. The second step recommends to personalize the data by discovering the community's values and challenges, paving the way to identify the appropriate technologies to address them. The third step is to strategize by creating community-specific goals while considering possible changes in the future, ensuring their relevance through time. Step 4 recommends to design by generating and testing ideas for solutions such as smart products, services, and infrastructure, while keeping community stakeholders' values in mind. And finally, step 5 is to adapt through planning on how solutions can be implemented and assessing how the ethical baseline is reflected against the decisions made. Consequently, technology is only used as the last step as an enabler and procured based on the needs of the community and its values. The anticipated results are that the ethical smart city tools are used to develop strategies from a people-first lens. Communities that apply a community engagement approach and include everyone in the process through engaging in an open, transparent, accountable, and ethical standard in their deployment of AI-based initiatives will see less issues related to privacy concerns in their community. By taking an intelligent community approach, we've expanded the opportunities that AI offers through engaging local universities and technical schools, all levels of government, entrepreneurs, and established businesses as partners in planning and carrying out innovative AI projects. It also means engaging the public in helping to determine how and where the AI innovation should happen and to what extent the data should be used to analyze the situation and to permit AI to act upon it. Thank you very much for listening to this ICF presentation. This is John Jung, Chairman and co-founder of ICF, signing off. Thank you very much. Bye for now.